Well, Nick, it's exciting for us to just get together and have a conversation. I know I've been wanting to sort of get to know you a little bit, and probably you and me as well. But just wanted to come. I had some questions. I know you have some questions, and just have an opportunity to hear from one another.
Sounds great, Dustin. Thanks for coming up with this idea, and looking forward to chatting with you today.
Good deal. Well, I wanted to start with just sort of getting to know you a little bit, and we can sort of trade questions back and forth. First thing I got to know, though, is tell me something about yourself that not a lot of people know.
Sure. So my family moved to New Gloucester when I was about 10, and cool thing about that age is it's Little League time.
Yeah.
And I remember my coach, Brian Bartlett, was great, and it was just such a great opportunity to learn team sports. And I think one of the 2 years we had a home run derby, and I actually tied for first place in the home run derby.
No way.
Alongside another catcher.
Yeah.
And her name was Catherine. So that was pretty cool and so much fun.
Yeah, that's just cemented in your mind, which I love. That's awesome.
What about you?
Well, I think most may know, but some don't, that first off, I was adopted from Florida when I was 2 months old. And so I was raised in Prescott my whole life. That's all I really ever knew. And then from there, one of the first jobs I had growing up in Aroostook County was picking potatoes. And people are shocked that I would even have attempted that, even as young as people may think I am. But yeah, it was one of the first jobs I had because they would allow you to work without the worker's permit. So I can actually say that coming from Aroostook County, yes, I even picked potatoes, and I did that the old school way of putting them in that basket, putting it in the 55-gallon barrel, and just going row by row. So it's something that I treasure. I'm glad I did it, and I also learned I'll never want to do it again.
Sounds like hard work.
Oh, it was, and I learned a lot about hard work and a hard work ethic coming from Aroostook County. So some people probably don't know much about Aroostook County. I've probably never been, but I always like to throw that out there. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And so I know you're not picking potatoes anymore. What keeps you busy these days?
No, so now I moved out of ministry about 2 years ago. I had gone to Gordon Conwell Theological, was a local pastor. Moved out of that, and am now a racial equity and reconciliation advocate. And really am looking to started my own business, looking to really end racism across communities in Maine. Looking to reconcile and bridge the gap of the conversation that we have not been having well when it comes to racial equity, but also advocating for Black and brown individuals as well. So that's what really takes a lot of my time, plus my 2 children as well. I'm definitely busy with them. So I find some time to rest, but it's not much, I must say. What about you? Now that you're here, what keeps you busy?
Well, I am in the working waterfront industry now, which is a relatively new one for me in the past year.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law Chad and I have helped start a nonprofit which helps preserve the working waterfront. And we also operate a boatyard, and mostly it's in support of regenerative aquaculture, so seaweed farmers, oyster farmers, the clamming industry, and we're getting involved in more sustainable type activities, trying to make boat services cleaner and greener, and I'm getting into electric off-road vehicles and boats.
No way.
So a lot of different things going on that all kind of work together, and they're things that we're really interested in and have fun with.
Yeah. Now, when you were growing up, did you ever think that this is where you'd be, or was this sort of something you stumbled into, or you said, you know what, this is a calling, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, so after high school, I went to New York City for 16 years and had a few different jobs or careers there, also in kind of green type industries. I always thought there was a pretty good chance I would come back to Maine, because it's just a great place to live and work and play outside. So no, I wasn't surprised to come back, and I'm happy to be here. I've been back a little over 5 years now.
Gotcha. Yep.
So
good.
yeah.
Good. Well, making your mark out here, I love it. That's awesome.
Thanks.